Nemotron 3 Nano Omni is not just another chat model. It is NVIDIA's newly released open omnimodal model aimed at agents that need to read screens, parse documents, listen to audio, understand video, and hand structured observations back to a workflow. If you build coding agents, browser agents, support automations, or document-heavy SaaS, this is one of the more practical model releases to watch this week. NVIDIA announcement frames Nemotron 3 Nano Omni as the eyes and ears in a system of agents. The key phrase is not general chatbot. It is a multimodal perception subagent. The model accepts text, images, audio, video, documents, charts, and graphical interfaces, then produces text output for the rest of your system to act on. Most agent stacks still glue together separate OCR, speech, vision, and language models. That can work, but every handoff adds latency, cost, and context loss. Omni matters because a single perception layer can look at a screen recording, a call transcript, a PDF, and a chart as parts of the same task instead of isolated files. The model card lists a Mamba 2 transformer hybrid mixture of experts architecture, with 31 billion total parameters and A3B activation, plus AC radio vision encoder and a parakeet speech encoder. It also lists maximum context up to 256,000 tokens, video inputs up to 2 minutes, and audio files up to 1 hour. Output is text, with support for JSON, tool calling, reasoning output, and word-level timestamps for transcription. NVIDIA and Hugging Face report strong results across document understanding, OCR, chart reasoning, OS world computer use, video understanding, voice interaction, and ASR. The headline is that it tops or leads several open model leaderboards. But this is still vendor-reported launch material. Treat the benchmark table as a short list of tests to reproduce, not as a replacement for your own evals. The most interesting claim is efficiency. The Hugging Face NVIDIA post says Nemotron 3 Nano Omni delivers up to 9 times higher throughput and 2.9 times the single-stream reasoning speed on multimodal use cases compared with alternatives. It also cites 7.4 times higher system efficiency for multi-document work and 9.2 times for video. If those numbers hold in your stack, the cost story changes. For builders, I would not start with a generic chat demo. Start where multimodal bottlenecks are painful. Screen reading agents. Incident review from desktop recordings. Contract and invoice triage. Support tickets with screenshots, call audio, and logs. Video search for training or customer evidence. Anywhere you are currently chaining OCR, speech-to-text, vision, and an LLM. Hugging Face already lists NVIDIA checkpoints, including BF16, FP8, and NeFP4 variants under the NVIDIA organization. NVIDIA blog also mentions build.nvidia.com, OpenRouter, and more than 25 partner platforms. In Capture, the OpenRouter slug was not publicly available yet, and the direct build page path returned a not found page, so availability may roll out unevenly by endpoint. The model is commercially usable under NVIDIA Open Model Agreement, and the model card references runtimes including VLLM, Nemo, TensorRT-LLM, Llama.cpp, Allama, and SGLang, with GPU targets ranging from data center cards down to workstation and edge NVIDIA hardware. Translation: you should be able to test local, private, and cloud pipelines, but memory, quantization, and media pre-processing will decide how practical it is. Do not assume it replaces your planner, coder, or policy model. Think of it as a perception layer that can feed better observations into an agent. Also watch language support, workload-specific latency, media limits, licensing terms, quantized quality, and independent evals. The launch looks promising, but agent reliability comes from the whole loop: perception, planning, tools, memory, guardrails, and verification. Bottom line, Nemotron 3 Nano Omni is a serious open model release because it targets the messy inputs real agents actually see: screens, docs, audio, video, charts, and GUI states. If you want practical AI automation coverage, subscribe to Fluid Coding and AI. I will be watching independent benchmarks and builder reports, and the next useful step is testing this against real agent workflows, not toy prompts.